Yo, what's up guys, I'm back, gonna review for this time. We have this 86 Vinny. Now, if you're a fan of my channel, you'll know that I absolutely loved that 87 Vinny last year. He was literally my favourite card of the year, and I used him for like 1,000 games. So this is like a place in my heart for me. So, on stats, so he's 5'9", got high medium work rates, he's right footed with 5-star skills, 3-star weak foot. In the 13 games I played with him, I got 16 goals and 8 assists at striker. As you see by his preferred positions, he can only play left wing and left mid, which is a bit unfortunate, but on stats then, so he's got 95 pace, 79 shooting, 74 passing, 90 dribbling and 67 physical. So on paper, looks like a very, very deadly card this year. Now, I played him as a 4-4-2 alongside, I think it was Rashford most of the time, with a Deadeye Chem style, because that is his recommended Chem style. As you see by traits, he's got the outside the foot shot trait, which doesn't really matter this year, because anyone can do the outside the foot if you just hold the L2. And he's also got the flare trait, which again, doesn't really matter, but it is there if you need it. But I've got nothing more to say, so if you do enjoy the clips or want to see more, please do subscribe, and I'll see you after the positives and negatives. Peace. So on to my overall thoughts about the card. Now, first things first, we'll get out of the way. I've actually just gone out and bought this card after this to play my FUT Champs team, because it's just so good. Like, it's just unbelievable how good this card is. And I know obviously there's a lengthy meta on PS5 and Xbox Series X, I think it is, or something like that. But generally speaking, I still like the 5-star skills. I still like the agile fast players. I don't really like tall players. It's just a thing in my bones. I can't do it. Anything about tall players I don't like. But we'll go through this then. So first is the 5-star skills. Now this is so good about Vinny. Every year it's just really good, really effective. The skills come off so nicely with this card, and it's an amazing stat to have. Now the 4-star weak foot is also really good, especially since he's got really good finishing this year, because last year he didn't really, but this year he's actually got good finishing, so both feet are very deadly on this card, and it's so nice to have that 4-star weak foot with it. The pace meet is so electric, genuinely top 3 fastest cards I've used this year so far. Him, DRB, Dembele, I think he will go, something like that. He's so fast. When you get him behind, no one's going to catch him. Even with this length, he's so good at getting through on goal and just pacing it and just keeping his run going. But next to me is his shooting. Now, as I just talked about, the finishing's actually boosted this year, so it's quite nice. The shot power is a little bit low, but with the Della Chem style, it's not too bad. And the interceptions is actually really nice to this card, and you will see him making a lot of darting runs from striker if you have the right instructions on him. Now, the rest attributes like long shots, volleys, penalties, are a little bit weak, but you're not really going to use them too much, so it doesn't really matter. Now, the passing for me is quite average. It's not really too bad. It's not amazing. If you're going to play him striker or wide, it doesn't really matter too much, because obviously that short pass is boosted, so you can do this simple 1-2s, but other than that, you don't really need it, but it is a little bit low. Now, the agility, this is where the card comes with his own. The 5-star skills, with the 94 agility, with the 92 dribbling, it just makes him so silky in the ball. Now, Messi is the best dribbler I've used this year. Vinny is the best skiller I've used this year. Now, there's a very big difference with that. Messi can just dribble without the skills, but Vinny, the skills come off so cleanly. The balance is also quite good, but the strength's a little bit low, so it kind of counteracts it. Reactions are good, ball control is good. The composure is a little bit low at times, and that's probably why you may have a little bit of inconsistency on the finishing, but other than that, it's decent. The head accuracy and jumping a little bit low. He's going to be a bit weak in the air, so don't really try out too much with him. Now the stamina, I think, shockingly enough, I've done about 8 or 9 reviews already, and this is the highest stamina I've had in the card. I know base cards aren't meant to have that high of stamina, but it's so low this year. I don't know why the bar's so low, but 84 stamina actually seems really good for me right now, striker. And even if you do need to bring him off, you've got 5 subs this year, but he won't need to. He'll last the whole 90 minutes. It's brilliant, and he'll be running at full pace that whole time. Now, the strength, as I said, a little bit weak, along with the aggression. I've always said if a card's got 5-star skills, he's fast and he can also have good strength. He'll be the best card in the game, like R9 is. But genuinely, he doesn't really have that strength attribute to him, but he will have that dribbling to make up for it. But that's all of my overall thoughts. Now let's get to overall scores. So, on to my overall scores then. Now, I will be comparing this card to the Ousmane Dembele card, because it's the closest card I've actually had to reviewing him. Like, they're both the same league, they're both similar in the way they play, but one's 170k less, so I will be saying if this is worth it to invest in over that Dembele, or just get both. So we'll go through then. So first for me is the pace. Now this is the fastest card I've used this year so far. I gave Ousmane a 9 out of 10 for pace. I'm going to give this card a 9.5 out of 10. He is faster than Ousmane. He will burst through a lot quicker than him. Not a lot quicker, but he will burst through quicker. He is genuinely the fastest card I've used, but I still can't give him a 10 out of 10 because it's not 99 pace. So next up for me is the shooting. Now I gave Ousmane an 8 out of 10. Now this card is undeniably better, even on that weak foot, even though he has got a 4-star weak foot over the 5-star weak foot of Dembele. So overall for that, I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10. It's not that much better, to be honest, when you actually play it in game, but it is still better, and he will still finish probably the more chances. Now the passing for me, they're both quite average. I give Ousmane a 7 out of 10. I'm also going to give Vinny a 7 out of 10. They're both quite average. It's not really going to be amazing, not going to be bad. It's just for the 1-2s and quick football if you need it to. Now, for the dribbling, I gave Ousmane a 9 out of 10, and I am also going to give Vinny a 9 out of 10. They're both very similar in their dribbling attributes. Maybe Vinny a little bit higher, but I can't really give him too much higher than that. Maybe a 9.5, but that is pushing your luck, especially as that low composure, so it is only going to have to be a 9 out of 10. Now, for the physicals for me, I actually don't think it's that bad. The stamina kind of boosts a lot. The jumping's not even that bad. And the strength, it's not weak, but it's not strong. So overall for that, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think that's fair, because the stamina's only like redeeming factor necessarily. The rest are quite average. So on overall score then, I'm going to give this card, I'm going to give this on a 9.2. I think I gave Messi a 9.5 based on what time of the year it is. So I do actually think overall that Messi is better. But this card is a very fun card to use. And he is a very viable card in Weekend League. So value for coins then, I give Usman a 9.5 out of 10 because he's only 100k and this card is 270k. So overall Fifa coins, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. I do think that's fair. He's such a good card and a very viable option being from Brazil and also Real Madrid. So if you have the coins, definitely pick him up. I highly recommend him. But that's all for my view. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. It does help me out a lot. But I've got nothing more to say. See you on the next view and peace out, guys.